Good evening, everyone. Today is day 17 of my 90-day video blog challenge. So I didn't really have time to really contemplate or think about what today I would talk about. So I'm going to just talk about what's been plaguing my mind all day. So last night actually this morning, about 3:30, I woke up, did the usual, go to the bathroom. Later, like, dear God, why am I still awake? And I see these patterns on the wall, on my wall in my bedroom. And it was like a light pattern, and it turns out that it was actually a labyrinth, and it showed up in panels. So I would see a panel piece of it, another piece, and then together I put it all together, and it just kind of like faded away. So like I said, I figured it out. Well, I didn't figure it out, actually. It was my best friend, because I drew it out and then I took a picture of it and sent it to her saying, this is what I saw today. So she was like, it looks like a labyrinth. So I look up labyrinth, like the history of it, what it means and all that stuff. Not really finding much. But what I did find out is that they have this thing called the sacred walk, the sacred labyrinth walk. And what it is that the idea comes from when people have lost their way, or they their faith is wavering, or they just need more guidance. And I apologize too. I had to fuss at my son today, so my voice is kind of shaky. But so when people are losing their faith or whatever, or they're wavering, what they do is they go to these labyrinths, and you actually walk the labyrinth. Now, it's not a labyrinth like you see with them hedges and things like that. It's actually in the ground, and you don't cut through or anything else. You actually walk the labyrinth, so it can take you however long it takes you. And as you move through the labyrinth, you're kind of like walking spiritually, and you're letting go of things, and it's for, like I said, for meditation, for prayer, whatever it is that you need letting go of, so that by the time you hit the center, you have lost everything it is that's holding you back, everything that's keeping you from your belief, your faith, your meditation, whatever it is that you're doing, walking the labyrinth for. And I remember watching this movie. I don't even remember the name of it, but I remember watching this movie, and I remember in the movie, it was this lady. She was going through some difficult things, and she went through some difficult things, and some things she just couldn't let go of. And she ended up stuck in this one little particular town. And it was like a B movie, bad acting, all that good stuff, but it stuck with me. So part of it was that she ended up with this lady, and lady, was into, a lot of spiritual things and aromatherapy and reading your fortunes and, doing, the acupressure points and things like that. So she was freaked out, like, this lady is too weird, let me get out of here. And the lady mentioned something about the labyrinth in the back of her house, and she's like, oh, I don't have time for that, yeah, thank you, I just need to go. Well, of course, she ended up back at the lady's house by the end of the movie, and she ended up walking the labyrinth. And as she walked the labyrinth, she let go of a lot of things that she was holding on, or that she had been holding on throughout her life, that was, making her so bitter and unhappy. And by the time she got to the center, she had released everything and felt better. So, I don't know if you remember or not, or if you watched it or not, but the other day, Secret Revealed was when I was telling you guys about a vision that I had about the elders. And I told you that the elders were the overcomers. So they overcame whatever adversities that they had while they were here. And they strengthened their faith. And that was part of the thing, is that they had this extreme faith, that they threw down everything before the Lord and praised Him. So you take that, combine it with this labyrinth thing, and you kind of get the message. So I'm sharing the message that I received with you guys tonight. So I actually looked it up, and here in Michigan there are 85 different labyrinths. Here in the city of Detroit, I think it was 6 of them that I came across. One was at Belle Isle. You had one in the church and a couple of other places. So I'm sitting here like, it's cold outside. You want me to go outside and walk this labyrinth on Belle Isle, and it's cold outside. We had like -2 degrees, and with wind chill to -25, and I'm supposed to go out here and walk a labyrinth? Thing is I know how things work out with me. If I don't do it, then I'm gonna have some consequences that come to it. So anytime I do stuff that I'm not supposed to do, or I refuse to do things that I know I'm supposed to do, I have consequences. So guess what? I'm gonna end up outside walking the labyrinth at Belle Isle. What day I'm gonna do it, I don't know, but it's gonna have to be soon. So that was what I found. You find something else, please share. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna end up doing. So we'll see. Seems like all of this has been a time of reflection anyway, and me, I guess, overcoming some things of my own. So, but that's what I wanted to share with you guys tonight. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Sleep tight, and I guess that's it. I'm out. Oh, and thanks for watching. Night.